Hi everyone, my name is Kimushin Carale, a student of Negros Oriental State University, and here with my partner, Jan Annette Guest S. Pamel, also an electronics and communication engineering. So here we are today, we will be presenting our research proposal entitled Renewable Energy and Reusable Water from Wastewater. So here we are, Chapter 1, the problem and its scope. So here in our introduction, wastewater, which is the most significant waste stream from the districts of petrochemicals, drugs, food, material, farming, polymer, and paper enterprises, and etc. This contains high foreign substances of oil and salts of natural and inorganic mixtures. In this manner, the journey for clean water and a clean climate has brought about different natural assurance offices drawing severe release of lines. Then again, there are consistently varieties in wastewater characteristics that distinctly affect the climate, where an appropriate wastewater treatment joined with essential, optional, and progress treatment methodologies appears to be more practical. So the purpose of this article is to educate the readers on the uses of renewable energy technology in water and wastewater treatment. It is particularly intended for water supply and wastewater treatment applications in rural and small urban centers. Additionally, this paper offers fundamental information for choosing water resources and for the different commercially accessible water supply and energy sources presently on the market.
Hello everyone, my name is John Kenneth Pamit of the Bachelor of Science in Electronics and Communication Engineering. I'm going to propose a statement of the problem of this study. Issues concerning water sterilization come from the ascent in a metropolitan movement and the act of releasing untreated wastewater. The uncontrolled development in metropolitan zones, for example, the city, has arranging an extension of water and sewage frameworks troublesome and costly to do. Also, numerous of those moving to the city have low earnings and making it hard to pay for any water framework overhauls. Contingent upon the source, homegrown water requires some treatment. Environmentally friendly power sources have been utilized and will keep on being utilized, either straightforwardly or by implication, in water and wastewater treatment. Water dissipates into the climate, gathers, and when it falls back to the ground, the water contains broke down gases, including oxygen, carbon dioxide, microorganisms, and residue assimilated from the air. When water hits the ground, it gets many natural and non-natural synthetics, microorganisms, and organic entities as it advances into streams and waterways. Here are the target questions of the problem of this study. First is how to get energy from wastewater such as sewage water. Number 2, can energy be generated from wastewater components? Number 3, what renewable energy source uses water? Number 4, what is the problem with wastewater? Number 5, what health concerns arise from the reuse of wastewater? Number 6, why is reusing wastewater important? This is the target questions of the problem for the remainder of this proposed research. The significance of the study shows the following groups. To the students, the result will provide them knowledge about reusing wastewater for renewable energy. This study will help students identify the signs and issues with their peers, thus raising their mental awareness since students are seriously affected by the mental health issues. To parents and guardians, this study would give them the opportunity to help and guide their children in teaching them about the importance of reusing wastewater for renewable energy. To school administrators, the institutions headed by the principal through the different departments will be able to create projects that will educate the students related to reusing wastewater for renewable energy. To the teachers, they will easily distinguish if a student is struggling. It can help to promote and spread awareness about reusing wastewater for renewable energy. To the future researchers, the ideas presented may be used as a reference and an excellent source of helpful information. It can serve as a basis for further study regarding students' perception of the economy. The objectives of this study shows the following. 1. The researchers aim to know the ways of getting energy from wastewater such as sewage water. Number 2. It is to aim to know if energy can be generated from wastewater components. Number 3. The researchers aim to know about the importance of using wastewater for renewable energy. Number 4. The researchers aim to know the problems with using wastewater, the problems that arise with it, and the importance of using it. And number 5. The researchers aim to gather data, theories, and related studies to make this study possible. Our scope and limitation shows that the research study will investigate the negative effects of reusing wastewater for renewable energy on Barangay Daro, Dumaguete City. The researchers aim to know the effects of using wastewater for renewable energy. The researchers aim to understand the respondents' perception in Barangay Daro, Dumaguete City regarding the use of wastewater such as sewage water for renewable energy. This study will tentatively run from the date it will be approved until it is possible. The respondents of this study are the officials of Barangay Daro, Dumaguete City.
So next would be the theoretical framework. Here we can see that the primary goal of the wastewater treatment is to remove as many as suspended materials as possible before returning to the residual water referred to as effluent to the environment. Wastewater, the most extraordinary waste stream to the environment, generated from districts, petrochemical, pharmaceutical, food, material, agriculture, polymer, and paper industries, and among others, has a high concentration of foreign substances such as oil and salts of natural and inorganic mixtures. So you can see that the researchers want to present theories that the Boyster study's findings that according to the Danish inventor Jens Bols Benzens, the biomass energy theory, energy may be produced through direct combustion. Direct combustion uses agricultural waste or wood to heat water, creating steam that assists the turbines in spinning. Additionally, the excess steam generated by certain biomass facilities may be utilized for on-site industrial operations or heating. So in the article, the theory of biomass energy, biomass is made up mainly of the elements carbon and hydrogen. We use technology to free the energy bound up to these chemical compounds. Biomass is a versatile energy source. Organic matter that is used as a source of biomass energy includes trees, timber waste, wood chips, corn, rice hulls, peanut shells, sugar cane, grass cuttings, leaves, manure, sewage, and municipal solid waste. So energy generated by the biomass is used to generate the heat, electricity, and biofuels such as biodiesel. Moreover, the theory of waste management as proposed by Kesky, Pongratz, and Phillips provides a more detailed examination of the topic and includes conceptual assessment of trash, action on waste, and a holistic perspective of waste management objectives. As we can see, the waste management theory is predicated on the premise that waste management primary goal is to prevent waste from posing a threat to human health and the environment. Another one is a wastewater treatment system collects, stores, and processes and disposes wastewater generated by toilets, sinks, washing machines, and bathtubs, and among the other household water using appliances. When we speak to a wastewater treatment system, we often refer to a septic tank, the associated pipelines, drains, and percolation zone, and fittings that guarantee the treated water is adequately treated and released. The next is Conceptual Framework. Here we can see that and read a wastewater treatment system collects and stores, processes, and disposes wastewater generated by toilets, sink, and washing machines and bathtubs, and among other household water using appliances. When we speak to water waste treatment system, we often refer to a septic tank, the associated pipelines, drains, and percolation zones and fittings that guarantee the water is adequately treated and released. So this is the diagram that is shown that how the wastewater is treatedly has the treatment system in order for it to become reusable and also it will become a renewable energy. So this is another example of a diagram of our proposal. As we can see, as this came from the irrigation down to the advanced treatment into a portable water and an operational storage into water waste collection and into the conventional wastewater treatment, and again with the advanced treatment, and outsource it into an efficient discharge to become a renewable energy and also a reusable water. The present work provides an overview of technological measures to increase the self-sufficiency of wastewater treatment plants, or also known as WWTPS. In particular, the largely diffused activated sludge based on the WWTP or the wastewater treatment plants. The operation of the water waste treatment plants entails a huge amount of electricity. So the thermal energy also required for the preheating and sludge and sometimes excitation of digested sludge. On the other hand, the entering of organic matter contained in the wastewater is the source of the energy. Under it again, organic matter is recovered as sludge, which is digested in a large tiered tanks, also known as anaerobic digester. To produce biogas, the on-site availability of biogas represents a great opportunity to cover a significant share of the wastewater treatment plant into electricity and thermal demands. And finally, the co-digestion of the organic fraction of municipal solid waste into digesters, treating the sludge from the water waste treatment plants, an additional opportunity for increasing the biogas production of existing water waste treatment plants, that's helping the transitions towards self-sufficient plants. The technology could work any place where fresh and salt water intermix. But wastewater treatment plants offer a particularly valuable study. While wastewater is energy intensive, accounting for about Oriental electric. So next we're going to talk about the review of the related literature. So we can see here that it talks about the water. Water is one of the most paramount necessities in life. So it is being studied under recycling methods and the various integration of producing renewable resources derived from the water. One subject is implementing water recycling is wastewater to produce and derive direct reusable sources of energy. As stated by Lam at year 2020, the use of recovering and making use of resources from the wastewater system is increasingly being emphasized as this contributes to a beneficial source of energy. Inclined with the development of the renewable energies integrated with wastewater, various technologies exist and develop and are under development for recycling nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus from wastewater, leading to several energy resources. Also based on the study conducted by Garcia and Pargamen, year 2015, the idea of imposing a wastewater as a source of renewable energy has a beneficial and a substantial impact of economic feasibility of wastewater reuse project according to Lopez, year 2019. If the concept of continued and applied research effective policies such as supported institutional capacities, private sector involvement, and successful business and development and advocacy would be amended and continuously supported the prospects and idea of converting wastewater from an environmental burden into a safe source of economic asset would be quite promising. So next would be our research methodology. Research methodology. This chapter looks at the various research methodology that is commonly used by researchers in the field of information systems. The research methodology used in this research is acknowledged and discussed. The chapter starts off by providing a comprehensive introduction to the research. Then the research methodology, particularly use and information of systems, is discussed. A significant effort has been made to clarify and provide a distinction of research methodology during the course of this research. When investigating the literature on research methodology, find some parts that can provide proof of our studies. Then look for the scope of limitation that can understand the researcher's perception in the particular area that is affected in sewage water areas. To run some data and gather enough information to collect the idea that can make the benefits to other areas required to do so. This leads to finding a theoretical framework of the study that can support the topic of the research study and gather some parts that focuses on the idea. Finally, the review of related literature would give a supporting details of our topic that serves as a summary or a summarize objectively clarify this previous research, the part of the review of related literature shows that it is understandable to give some information valuable to the related topic of the research proposal. And thank you for listening, and thank you for watching.